What's going on, everybody? Triple Crown 24 back today. New card show recap. Went to Fort Wayne, Indiana this past weekend. Met up with Sean stealing second here on YouTube. Had a great time. This was probably the most successful show overall I've had in a couple months. Just everything went right. Did very well buying a lot of dollar box cards that I won't show, but I do have a few cards that are non-dollar box cards that I'll show off today, as well as some PC editions. And then selling wise, pretty much across the board, showcase items, the repacks I do, dollar box cards, all of it was moving, and that's good to see everything kind of carrying its own weight. So Sean will probably have a recap up on his channel as well at some point if he doesn't already, so be sure to check that out. Let me go ahead and get into the PC pickups. So two base cards that I got to start off the show. This guy had a few different tabs for players in his boxes, and I saw that these were 50 cents each, so located these. So 04 Fleer Patchworks, 05 Classics, two base cards I didn't have, so always nice to find those types of cards to fill in some holes in the collection. Got two manufactured patches, and I'm kind of a sucker for manufactured relics. I don't know why, but a lot of the ones that Miggy is on I think are really cool. This first one is the Hank Aaron Award from 2017 update. Card I've been after for a while, but I just can never seem to find this one at what I would consider a reasonable price. So I paid $4 for this one at the show, and I figured that was about as good as it was going to get, and I thought that was very fair. So happy to get that one. And then same deal here, 2013 Topps update. This is the rookie card patches, and this has like a silk finish to it with Cabrera's 2000 Topps traded rookie on there. So these are really awesome. I've been after one of these for a while as well. So I need to get a thicker or perfect fit sleeves. So for now, I gotta put them in regular team bags. So we'll definitely be placing an order with them on Monday afternoon if I haven't already done so. And then this was $2, and I was beyond stoked to find this card because these colored refractors, the longer you go into the future, the harder it is to find some of these colored refractors because generally they just don't really pop up for sale too often. A lot of them that have been up for sale have gone into collections and kind of been stored away into the personal archives of collectors. And whenever I do see one of these colors, I make sure that I do my best to pick it up as long as it's not too high priced. And for $2, this one was a great deal in my opinion. I love blue refractors, and this is the year you won the Triple Crown, so this was for sure one of my favorite cards that I got over the weekend. Then Sean hooked me up with a few cards as well. This first one we did a little trade on from one of my Eloy Jimenez prospect cards. This is a green Baseball Heroes of $4.99. It's got Chipper and Braun on it. And then he gave me the 2020 base Topps Cabrera. I will talk more about this card in a video later this week. I have a lot of different parallels of this coming in that I have bought, but I'm just kind of waiting for some of them to trickle in. So probably be like Thursday or Friday when I put that up to talk about what I think about this card. But I'm not a huge fan of the 2020 design. It has grown on me, but Cabrera's card in particular, it works for me. I really like this. This might be one of my favorite base cards of him that has been put out in Topps flagship. So that was a bonus when I saw it. I was instantly impressed with how it looked, and seeing it in person now is awesome. And it came from a friend, so that is nice too. And on the way up, I actually bought a few hanger boxes, and sure enough, I pulled the Turkey Red Chrome, which earlier when Topps came out, I actually pulled this one from a hanger as well. This is the base version of the Turkey Red, and then I was able to pull the Chrome version. So I very rarely will ever pull Cabrera cards, so it was definitely really cool to be able to pull a few of these. I've actually been on a roll lately with pulling Cabrera stuff, so that is definitely a bonus whenever I open wax, which isn't as often probably as most, but it's definitely a reward to get PC cards. So I have some more Cabrera pickups I'll show off later in the week, but for now, let me show you what I picked up. So these first two, I thought these were $1. Actually, I got all my prices mixed up. Apparently, I don't know what I was thinking when I was writing it down. So these two were actually 50 cents, and they were $1 combined. But it was a Tom Brady base from Prism. Anytime I see these for $1 or less, I will pick them up. That was this year's Prism. Then for my good friend Eric Oakland's 915, this Mark McGuire black and white. So I don't ever carry like quarters on me or anything, so I needed a second card to go along with this Brady. And as soon as I saw this one, I waited until after I bought it to text Eric and asked him if he needed it, because at 50 cents for a black and white parallel, that to me was a pretty good deal that I wouldn't pass up regardless. And then I was very stoked to find this one. I thought I paid $1 for this one, but I went back through my notes and it turns out I actually paid $5. Still, it's I think that's a very fair price for this card. This is a 96-97 Fleer Metal of Kobe Bryant. I'm not sure what the X2 means here on the back, but these, I've always been a fan of these metal cards, the Fleer Metal, so this was kind of a cool pickup to get. And then I made one more deal at the end, so I got about 1,000 cards for my dollar boxes, a lot of rookies in there. They're really concentrated on a few teams, and the teams are, I would say, oddball teams for at least the market that I'm in. There's a lot of Orioles in there, there's a lot of Rangers, there is a lot of Dodgers, and I'm here in the Midwest, so those teams aren't necessarily the most popular, but pretty solid deals overall. There's a few little miscellaneous cards from different teams in there as well, but I bundled that together with these 3 cards for $100. So these 3 cards were, this portion at least was $50 for these. So got a Freddie Freeman Saber Stars autograph numbered to 50. It is a sticker auto of Freeman, but I really wanted this one to kind of bundle along with the other 2. Here's an on-card one. This is Tier 1. I don't know what year. 2017 it looks like. This one is numbered at 265. So there you go, 2 Freeman autographs. A very underrated player in the hobby who does not get enough attention in my opinion. So those were nice. And this was kind of the centerpiece card of that deal. And for these 3 cards alone, I'm pretty sure that this one right here might pay for all 3 of them. But this is the Mookie Betts 2014 Bowman Chrome. So this is not his first Chrome technically, but it's a mini anyways. This is an insert. They treated the minis as inserts back then. I don't even think they do minis in Bowman anymore. At least that I can remember. But this is numbered 48 of 50. It is the orange shimmer. And this card just really popped. It stood out to me right away. Orange is not typically my favorite color for refractors, but sometimes it just really jumps out at you, and that was the case here. This is a really good looking card in my opinion, and a lot of these, just based on what similar colors have gone for, I thought that this was a pretty good deal, and getting these cards helped me get a better deal on the dollar box, and to get a lot of inventory for that. So overall I was just very happy with this, and then made a connection as well, which is really an underrated part. Sorry for the voice crack there. That's kind of an underrated part of doing this, is making those connections with people, exchanging business cards, and just, you know, if you ever see this, let me know, or if you ever need this, let me know. I think that's a big part of doing these shows for me, is you never know who you're going to meet. I actually handed out my business cards several times throughout the show to people who were interested in different opportunities, whether it being me buying inventory from them consigning inventory with me, or me selling to them, a wide variety of things. So that is always nice, and just get to hang out and look at ball cards. So definitely always enjoyed doing the shows, and can't wait for the next one. So that is my recap today. You can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Spring training is almost here, guys. We've almost made it. So appreciate you again watching today's video. I'll be sure to see you later in the week with a big Cabrera mail day. But until next time, have a good one.